Hello everyone, Praise Scooter here, bringing you the first episode of Warioland 4 for the Nintendo Game Boy Advance. This came out in the year 2001, shortly after, follows along the same premises as the other three Warioland games, as well as Wario World. So, if you watched Wario World, you will be fairly familiar with how this game works. So to get started here, you can pick a mode, pick normal or hard. I'm going to stick with normal just because hard is a little freaking ridiculous. And you'll get the rest of how the story works. Wario finds the pyramid. And if you couldn't tell by now, the soundtrack is a little weird. Wow, a temple of solid gold and it took them until just now to find it? Really? Kitty! Here I go! Yes, Wario, here you go. Here we go! Follow kitty! I'm gonna sit on the kitty! And we come out of the mouth. Bam! So, we can go nowhere. We're kind of stuck right here. So we go into the entry passage, which has two levels, the Hall of Hieroglyphs, and that thing at the end is actually a boss door. Now how I'm selecting everything is with the A button. You can press the B button to leave. You can't leave this screen without saving, that is. And let's go over a few things. We'll get into those frog-looking coins in the upper left there in a little bit. The money on the right, that should be pretty obvious what that is. The picture at the bottom. If that picture is gray, you have not beaten the level. If it is colored in, you've beaten the level. The lower right is your best score for the level. Now there's a best score and a perfect score for a level. I'll show you some techniques on how to get that. So to go into a level, you simply press A. You simply press A, go into a portal, and a la Mario 64, you arrive in a level. Now to exit a level, you need to get to the corresponding frog. But before we go much further, let me go over controls. Directional pad will move you around. This is your normal speed no matter what. There's actually no real running, like if you double tap or anything like that. There's nothing like that. However, there is actually a way to run. I'll show you in a moment. Now, the A button is used to jump. And if you hold up while jumping, you will actually jump higher, I believe. No, I guess not. I guess they took that out for Warioland 1. You hold down, you'll crouch, and you can actually crawl while crouching. You'll need to make use of this at some points in the game. I probably won't be able to do it very much, just because of how my controller works. Up top here, we're going to go through this door and get some basic tutorials. Press down to go through pipes. You already knew that from other Mario games. And I've already screwed up the perfect score. Those little coins I got are worth 10 coins. And those little red things basically are a heart meter, if you want to call it that. That thing in the upper left there, underneath the actual hearts. You collect 8 of those, you refill a heart. Now, some enemies, like this one here, you can actually ground pound, and they'll change color. Some of them become more difficult to kill, other ones just give you more money. Case in point. And I hope that wasn't too loud. Anyway, so, you can hit down while after jump, you can hit down to do a ground pound. That's how you're changing the colors of these guys. Those copper coins I pick up, those are worth 50 as you see. These crystals are worth 100, or they were 10. It's the red crystals that are worth 100. Now this chest here, you actually want to find these. These are actually, the chest is actually the goal to every level. Touch it, it'll give you a quarter of a crystal you need to collect, and also 500 coins, which is what the big coins are worth. And now here comes where the B button comes in. It's your shoulder tackle. Wario's patented shoulder tackle. Used for clearing out blocks, punching enemies. Oh, I messed up the perfect already. I'll try and go for the perfect score at the end of every level, but don't quote me on it. It's really picky. Like, you can't even be off by a few coins. You would be exactly at the coin amount. Ah, yes. Now, both the L and R button will do this. Simply stand up this arrow and you'll use your head for running speed. Running speed! I'll get more into water controls later on, but there's nothing you can do with water right now. So, but how scoring works is, like I said, there's a your best score and a perfect score. The perfect score will be signified by a platinum crown. Your best score is signified by a gold crown. And if there's no crown, either it isn't good enough for a best score, or you didn't beat your old score from playing it again. Diamonds are worth a lot. If you see a diamond, you'll want to do everything you can to pick it up. Wario looks fine. Ah, yes. Now, here comes the throwing mechanics of the game. Certain enemies you can knock over. Actually, a lot of enemies you can knock over. And also, rocks and stuff you can pick up. You can press B to throw. Which, unfortunately, throwing it from here is not quite right. So what you want to do is you actually want to hold B to charge up the throw. And shoom! And Wario will crawl through small passageways. Break, break. Dang it. I need this rock to come out of this room. Nope, give me the rock. Damn it. I've flattened you. Some enemies you have to squash multiple times in order for this to work. Alright. Now I'm going to throw it up there. Simply press up and the throw button to throw above you. In every level there will be a chest like that that's going to have a large coin in it, as well as a heart. All levels will also have a CD, which will be able to unlock a soundtrack. I need to bring this with me. Anyway. Now you can either hit up before charging, or charge up and then hit up. But if you throw up, you'll basically catapult that up top. And I'm going to try and get in there before the coin disappears. My coin. Look at me go! Beanie Wario. Anyway. Let's see. Now in this room, save the chest so you can get all the stuff. Now this guy is actually a bit of a pain because he goes into berserk mode if you bump him too much. Ah yes, and then here's slopes. When you're on a slope like this, simply hit down and you go into a ball. While in that ball, you can actually jump. I'll just try and show it off here quick. So you do have a little control. The other thing you're after in the level for the first time is you're after this little duck thing. Ducky ghost thing. Oh yes, this is the room you need to save the chest. Bam, bam, up. Hey buddy, you're dead. Now part of the thing that will contribute to you getting the best score ever. By the way, here, ground pound again. And also, another thing with ground pound is if you see blue stones below you to ground pound, you actually get that looks suspicious. Keep an eye on walls, because some of them will be sanctioned off in odd ways. And here is how I get 100% in this level. Now you need to look for walls like that. Actually, I'm sorry I'm interrupting myself, but basically you need to look for walls like that and break them open, because you can find hidden treasures of any sort. And that's how you get the best score. Now, back to this ground pound thing. If you jump from a tall enough height, you can actually get enough velocity to break through blue blocks. Anyway. And like with all Mario-inspired games, you can jump and hit blocks too. So, now, contributing towards your end of the level score is how many hearts you have. If you have max hearts, you get the max score. And to exit the level, and when you hit the frog, you have different amounts of time to exit the level. Too high. This won't really. How much time you have left should not really affect how much time you have at the end of the level, or how much score you get. But if you are still in the level when the bomb goes off, you lose. You have to do the whole level over. Yep. See, there's that. Okay. So I guess I got the best score. So it's after a certain amount. It was probably like 9,800 or something like that. Your game is always saved when you go back to the passage. Meaning that whenever you come here and wait for it, when Wario flexes, the game is saved. Game saved. Now this exit door will look different for different areas of the game, but that was the boss door. Now, right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and show you some of the mini games. Starting off with my least favorite one right here. The roulette, basically it's memory match with faces. Yeah, so you basically play memory match and then you have to match up the eyes. Like that. So it's pretty obvious what you have to do. Oh, Grandpa, where are you? Oh, I missed it. There he is. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go. Well, I think after every 3 or 5 faces, you get one of those coins. I just forgot what the face looked like. Crap. Well, I lost. But after every 3 or 5 matches, you get a frog coin. And I'll show you what the frog coins you use for in a little bit. My second favorite out of this is Wario's Home Run Derby. Now, I'm going to turn this vertically for you so you can see better. But I'm going to play as is, so this is going to look weird. After 3 strikes, you're out. Game over. Fortunately, if you get a foul, it doesn't count. And I am sucking horribly. I never was good at baseball games. And when you break the 4th wall, you win. I'm going to slide my mic around here. Sorry, it's going to be a little loud. Now, the thing is, after 10 home runs, you get a frog coin. I'll just keep going until I reach a coin, and I'll intentionally lose. Unless I lose already. Ah, he slowballed me. Your strikes do get refreshed after you get a home run, though, so. Haha! And I lose. So I'm not too good at that one. Maybe it'd be a bit better if I had some experience, if I could actually turn the emulator myself. Don't worry. I know it's an emulator, but I actually have a physical copy of the game, plus I had the game from the 3DS Ambassador program, so I've got 2 copies legitimate. So using an emulator is fine in that regard. Anyway, this is my favorite one. Why is my favorite one? Because you have to keep a beat, and I'm a music geek. Hey, that rhymed all the time. Basically, listen to the music and jump at the beat. Well, actually, you don't need to jump at the beat. You can jump after the beat, as long as you don't hit what you're after. After 20 jumps, you get a frog coin. So that's what the money's used for in this game. You can also hoard it if you want to, but let's go see Spoiled Rotten. I did mention it, but after 20 hops is when you get one of those frog coins. Kitty! Follow Kitty and shop. You press up to go through doors, by the way. So yes, this is what those coins are used for, to buy what look like really odd things. These are actually things that will do damage to the boss in the boss fights. So basically, these things will come out, do damage to the boss, dealing X amount of damage. The more coins you spend, the more damage the boss takes. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave now after that. Anyway, But to the boss fight. Now how boss fights work is it's just you in an arena with the boss, and you are on a time limit. This boss will work different from others, but I'll explain how that works afterwards. Now basically, to defeat this boss, let these two little guys come after you, pump them off, jump on his head, and then hit him in the booty. Or I guess you can hit him in the face for now. You can hit this guy in the face for the first bit, but when he starts showing teeth, which should be pretty soon here, it's not pretty when he does it. There it is! Oh boy. You need to jump over him, shoot, jump over him, and hit him in the booty. Come here, buddy. I'm gonna hit you in the booty. Oh shoot. Hit you in the buttockus. And his health was in the upper right if you didn't catch that, by the way. But then you get this very hippie-esque looking screen with Wario telling you how you do it. And then, for the first boss, you unlock a pyramid within a pyramid. And I swear to God, if someone makes an Inception joke, I might have to hurt them. But the pyramid's not all the way out. But that does open up everything else. The Emerald Passage, the Ruby Passage, the Topaz Passage, and the Sapphire Passage. Also lets us get up here to where we were, which is actually the Sound Room. The CDs that you collect in levels will go here so you can listen to them later. And, hey Doctor. But, for next time, we're going to come into the Emerald Passage and start off on this portion, the Palm Tree Paradise. So thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Warioland 4. Join me next time for more Warioland 4. Warioland 4.